5 minutes. Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net. Our transmitter site is located in Scipio, Indiana, on the WWWY broadcasting tower, courtesy of the White River Broadcasting Company. Net control for this session is KB90FM, and my name is Randy. Stations with emergency or priority traffic may interrupt this net at any time. The net meets every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. local on the KC9PIE 14525, the KC9TME 442975, located in Scipio, both those stations, and the N9JWR 443.025, located in Edinburgh. Membership in any group is not required for participation, and all check-ins are always welcome. When you check into the net this evening, indicate your name, your call sign phonetically, please, and your location. If the repeater should happen to fail, we move over to the last remaining repeater that I can hit, or for 147.585 simplex with help. Nothing new on this end other than the awesome band openings we've had on VHF the last week or so, and being a sideband fanatic, I've had a lot of fun on that. Made some brand new contacts, so happy to report that. And then this Saturday in Scottsburg, the group there is putting together a license upgrade testing session at the Pacala Center. That's located on the southeast corner of the square in Scottsburg, and that's August the 14th at 11 a.m. They may still have some room. More information, you can email me or contact wr9g@arrl.net. Also coming up is going to be the Clark County Birmingham Ham Fest. That's going to be at the American Legion facility in Sellersburg. That's on August 21st from 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Everything about it's free. Free admissions, free tables, free setups, free everything. How's that? So Clark County, August 21st, 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Local Ham Fest. Support your local hams. That's all I have. Does anyone have any information, traffic, or questions for the net tonight? If so, please call now.
CJT1 announcement.
And 9CJT, copy you. Anyone else with information, traffic, or questions for the net? Also had a little bit of white noise on you, Noel. You might want to make the appropriate adjustment. Otherwise, the frequencies are yours in 9CJT.
Any better, Randy?
Yes, it's copyable. Go ahead, sir.
Columbus Amateur Radio Club meeting Thursday evening, 7:30 p.m., St. Peter's Lutheran School. We will be covering, with our program, we'll be covering WinLink operation. So anyone interested in learning more about WinLink is welcome. And 9CJT back to net control.
Oh my, I really do need to attend that, but that's 2 hours away. What time is it over, since I'm an early riser?
I'm going to guess the program itself will be done in the first half hour.
Oh, okay. All right. Any chance somebody could video that?
I'll ask.
That'd be great to have. I hate to, not that I'm not motivated, but yeah, we're working on getting our WinLink all set up there at the Jennings County EOC. So that would be some valuable information to have, just tips and how to navigate through that stuff. All right, thanks, Noel. Anything else? Appreciate that. This Thursday, 7:30 p.m. at St. Peter's Lutheran School in Columbus. A WinLink mini-seminar, sounds like. Anything else, Noel?
That's all. And 9CJT back to net.
Thanks, sir, for passing along that information. Again, once more, does anyone else have traffic information or questions? All right, I'm going to do something a little different tonight. We normally start with short-time check-ins, which we'll get to here in just a moment. But attention, everyone listening, we'll do something different tonight. Are there any stations that have not ever checked into the net? So newcomers, we would like to start welcoming you first, give you a chance to get in ahead of everyone else. So any newcomers to the net or newly licensed amateurs, this is your opportunity to check in.
Good evening.
experienced amateur radio operators, or someone that has never checked into this net before, please call now.
Kilo Charlie 9, Mike Victor Kilo, Rickton Seymour, short time and no comments and no traffic.
Kilowatt India 9 Golf, K9RMR, Brent in Bologna.
And W9AMB, Amber in Bologna.
Short time.
Thank you, sir. Okay, we had a double there. I had WR9G and then another station, but Steve was in on top of you. I think I heard Kilo and a Foxtrot.
Charlie 9er, Foxtrot, Quebec, Dale in Columbus. Short time, good evening.
Okay, Dale, sorry about that. With the linking of the repeaters, it's just whoever gets the key down first and their audio's a little bit louder. There's no heterodyne because it's two totally different frequencies. But we got you there, Dale and Steve. Thank you. Anyone else? Alpha through November.
Kilo Charlie 9, Mike Victor Kilo, Rickton Seymour, short time, no comments.
We did have you at the top of the list, so we'll just go ahead and clear that out right now. KC9MVK, Rick in Seymour, KI9G, Brent, and W9AMB, Amber. Start thinking Freetown, Brent. KC9 Fox, Quebec in Dale. That's Dale, and then WR9G. Anyone else? Alpha through November.
Kilo Delta 9er, Sierra, Lima, Sierra. Scott, Freetown, short time, no comment.
Kilo Delta 9, Sierra, India, Lima, here in North Vernon, short time, no comment. Kilo Delta 9, Romeo, Victor, Papa, Ryan, Elizabethtown, short time, no traffic.
Okay, stand by for a second. We had KD9SLS, boy, you say Freetown, and then Scott pops up from Freetown. Think about that, Brent. KD9SIL, Aaron over in North Vernon. Thank you, Aaron. And KD9 Romeo, Victor, Papa, Ryan over in E-Town. And then between Ryan, there was another station. So a station that was the last to check in that I did not acknowledge. Try it again.
Kilo Delta 9er, Romeo Uniform Yankee, Steve of Westport. Short time, no comment.
There's Steve, KD9RUY. Appreciate that. And Westport. Now we'll go ahead and take a string if anyone's out there.
KD9GUV, Dragon Scottsburg, short time.
Alpha 9, Oscar, Papa, Lima, Joe in Bartholomew County, Columbus.
Kilo 9, Romeo, Mike Romeo, repeat, K9RMR, Randall and Rueff, Taylorsville, Bartholomew County. Good evening, Randy, and everybody else on the net this evening.
November 9, Quebec, Victor, Oscar in 9QVO, Dave, Shelbyville.
All right, we got KD9GUV, who my phone was in love with yesterday, which I still don't understand. K9OPL, Joe. Good evening, Joe. Next week, going to try to do the link test. And in 9QVO, Dave there with initially a squeal, and you get it all straightened out. Sounding good, Dave. And K9RMR, Randall over there in E-Town, coming in on the 443.025. If I missed anyone, or if there's anyone else, Alpha through November. Pretty thrilled about that, and looks like we went up to Shelby County and over to Freetown, and of course our regular group around there in the Bartholomew County area and the Jackson-Jefferson County area. Appreciate that, guys. We'll go now November through Zulu, in through Z.
Kilo Charlie 9, Romeo Papa X-ray, KC9RPX, Jimmy, Ellisville, Monroe County, no traffic.
All right, rounding out the northwestern corner of our coverage area over there in Ellisville is Jimmy, KC9RPX. Good evening, Jimmy. Thank you again for all you do for us. Anyone else? November through Zulu. On with the rest of this warm evening, what is it down to a balmy 89 degrees with a 95 heat index? out to stop by this evening, and we'll be back next week at the same time, same frequencies. We'll go regular check-ins now. Alpha through Zulu, A through Z.
November 9, X-ray, Victor, Bravo. Indian Hanover, good evening, Randy.
N9 JWR Jerry, Elizabethtown 443025.
KJ9Q, Gerald in Uniontown. No traffic.
Check back in, N9 CJT Columbus.
So far, we got N9XVB, N9JWR, KJ9Q, and N9CJT. Anyone else? Alpha through Zulu for regular check-ins. This is the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net with KB90FM. One more time, Alpha through Zulu for regular check-ins.
This is W9 U.S.A. I didn't realize you're going through the whole alphabet there, Randy.
Yeah, I'm changing it up a little bit tonight. I'm going off script. I thought I would start with doing new hams and people that haven't checked in before, and then the short times, or I usually take up the majority of it, and then on the regulars, it looks like it's just the usual and most appreciated checks-ins, and there's usually about 5 or 6, so I thought I'd give everybody less time of having to listen to me yak on. Thanks, Kurt. We appreciate it. Now that I've done all that, anyone else? Alpha through Zulu. All right, let's go to Andy in 9XVB. I want to happily report to you and Jerry both in 9JWR. Spent the weekend at Patoka Lake. Got a little bit of sun, got a lot of relaxation in, and sitting there at the campground on the highest spot I could find, trying to get an internet signal. I happened to hear the Madison repeater, so the 14517. There was a bit of a band opening, so that's all the way over at Patoka Lake, and that is just south of Paoli. So we had them in there almost full scale, and then the N9JWR, and also, of course, our repeaters were coming in good because we're the big one. But Jerry's 443.025 was booming in there as well on Saturday morning over there, and Sunday morning as well. So let's go over to Andy in 9XVB.
Good deal, Randy. That's good information because that's even kind of shooting across the knobs there in a way too. But yeah, definitely a good band opening, I guess, Sunday morning. I don't remember if I turned my radio on or not. I don't think I did, so definitely missed it. Oh well, never know. There may be a good one tonight with all these storms and hot weather that we've had. So everybody have a good rest of the week. Good weekend coming up. Stay cool. And 9XVB.
Okay, Andy. Well, normally I wouldn't be on a camping trip, but I had Jerry texting me, and I was trying to get in to find a phone signal somewhere up there I could text, but for some reason wasn't getting enough of a cell signal to connect. So, yeah, it was really booming in there. So, now that you know that your repeater's making it all the way, Jerry, how are you tonight? N9JWR.
Good evening, Randy, and everybody else out there. It was hot today at work. It's no fun welding. Don't do it. I don't suggest it. It was really bad today. Not very tired and wore out from the day. Glad that at least the repeater's working very well and that sort of thing. And thank you, Randy, for your dedication on doing this every Tuesday evening. It's very much appreciated. Got my yard mowed the other day, and it needed it. Usually I wait about a week or so. But other than that, that's about all I got. Other than, Randy, if you can, need an IF with you for a couple of minutes. Some new things have came up after the net, please. And 9JWR, back to net control.
The net is Tuesday. We know when the net is, so we'll just blank him out. Okay, Jerry, will do. Yeah, hot welding. No thanks. Today's heat. I got off work early with intention of mowing the grass and got out there and started getting things ready instead of forget about it, I'll do it Saturday. Shout out, though, we got to take a quick standby here. You're always welcome to check in on social media, which David did, K9BSC. Apparently can't get to a radio, but he can get in on Facebook, and you can always check in there. So thanks, David, if you're listening. Appreciate you checking in. Let's go over to Gerald, KJ9Q.
KB9EFN, this is KJ9Q. Thank you, Randy. Not much going on around here.
Really?
Did get my SWR problems figured out. Ended up being 2 jumpers and 2 barrel connectors and lack of waterproofing. I believe I got all that figured out now. And that's the good thing that happened around here. My youngest daughter got diagnosed this morning with COVID. She's doing all right. Headache, minor symptoms like that. Other than that, not much else going on here. 7-3s everybody. KJ9Q clear.
Okay, well, I guess if you read the stuff they pump out on the email at my work, everybody's on quarantine now. Whatever. So take care of her, Gerald, and good luck with all that. Let's go over, Noel had an announcement. Now let's see what Noel has going on in his corner of the world in 9CJT.
Just wanted to thank KC9MVK for his assistance yesterday. I was apparently sporting a bodacious 60-cycle AC hum on a radio, and Rick made me aware of that, and I was able to jockey things around to where it disappeared. So unfortunately that was with a different radio, so I gotta dig into the radio that for some reason is running a 60-cycle AC hum. And there was another station that was attempting to help me with the same thing, and his audio was so low that I couldn't tell who it was. But if that station is on frequency this evening, I'd like to thank you as well. I just don't know who you are. So anyway, this is N9CJT back to net.
Okay. Anyone out there got a reply to Noel's question there? Otherwise, we'll stand by a second.
It probably was me, KD9SIL. I was testing out a remote Bluetooth mic, and I probably had bad audio.
Okay, Aaron, great. Does that satiate you, Noel?
Sure does. Thank you, sir. Thanks to KD9SIL as well. N9CJT back to neck.
I find those Bluetooth microphones, I think that sounds very interesting. Got a Motorola radio here that's supposed to be Bluetooth capable. I'm not ready to make that plunge yet, so let us know how that all works out, Aaron. Alrighty, it's Kurt's turn, WB9 U.S.A. Kurt actually made it into the Ripley County net, or not Ripley County, the one over there in Lawrenceburg Monday night, but I was late.
This is WB9 U.S.A. Late, but you still sounded really good. Full quieting, Randy. With no check filter capacitors in the power supply. That's where I'd start. And they don't have to be totally shorted, but some of them, the old ones, can get leaky and pass AC on to everything else. What's going on here? Jennings County is now in the red as far as COVID. We hit that high point this morning. And hopefully it's not going to last very long. We'll go back down to blue. But it is what it is. And I've been fooling around with, our old big screen TV died. It was 8 years old, so we bought a new Samsung. And that has got the most worst remote that I have ever experienced. It's 1 inch wide, 5 inches long, 1/4 inch thick. It's solar powered, so you got to leave the thing turned upside down during the day so it'll charge. The information on the buttons so small that even with the glasses you can't read it. And each button has about 3 functions. So if you push the wrong button the wrong way, everything is a big mess. And I think Samsung ought to take all that back and give you something that works. So anyway, that's my rant tonight. Anyway, pass along to 73s, everybody. God bless. Everybody sounded real good over here. And catch you later down the page. This is WB9 U.S.A.
K9RMR goes out to you. My YL just converted over to AT&T fiber, and we've got a multifunction remote on that thing. And apparently she thinks I'm tech savvy enough to handle it. So I'm working on it. All right, that's at the bottom of the list. So let us go one more time. Anyone else would like to check in or have questions, comments, buy, sell, trade, anything? It's a free-for-all. This is the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net.
KC9HYL.
KC9HYL. Good evening, sir. Need your name and location, and then anything else you might happen to have for us.
Okay, well, good evening, Randy, and everyone on the net. Hear several voices that sound familiar. Name here is Jerry, located in Milan, Ripley County.
All right, that's not a familiar call sign to me, so yeah, we're glad to hear from Milan. Maybe it's just been a while. I have a restricted memory here on this end. KC9HYL, Jerry over in Milan. That's fantastic. Well, we're here every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. And more information on the repeater, you can just Google Jennings County Amateur Radio Association. We've got all the stuff on there that it does or what we're hoping to do. And thanks for stopping in.
Okay, Randy. Good to hear everybody. Been busy. It's been nice out, but stay busy. Bush hogging. Can't get in here till net time. Seems like once you get started, don't want to quit. So thanks for picking me up. Good evening, everybody. KC9HYL.
Okay, well, be careful out on that bush hog. I know you get to grinding and you just hate to quit. You think, well, I'll just go 15 more minutes, and then next you know, it's getting dark out. All right, buddy, we appreciate it. Stop by anytime you have an opportunity. Keep hydrated and stay safe. Anyone else with any information, check-ins? This is the open session for the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net. Anyone else want to check in or have any questions or comments? Okie dokie, we'll be back next week. Remember this Saturday over at the Pacala Center, 11 o'clock in Scottsburg. One of them might want to check with the WR9G at ARR.net to make sure they have some space for you. And maybe Gerald, KG9Q, one of the volunteer examiners, all those guys put a lot of their personal time in there to helping us get more hams licensed and get the current ones upgraded. So thanks to the guys in Scott County. We'll be back next week. And questions, comments, or anything you'd like to bring to the net, just send me an email, kb9efn@gmail.com. Otherwise, we'll return the net back to, or return the radio back over to the community.
Oh, Randy, N9JWR8. Let's see here. Okay. I got some coax out of the top of the attic there, and because I was looking around up there on the, because we may need to have usage of some of them, and we have one roll of RG213, 80 feet, and both ends have in connectors. And then we have another small roll of 24 feet 9 inches and has one male in, PL259. And then we have 133 feet 6 inches of RG8U with 2 in male connectors on them. And then there's another, I don't know if it's LMR 400. I don't think it's that. It may be like the cheap version of it, but I think it was used as like a grounding something or other, grounding cable. It was all in a big array of mess, and it had like some other of the same cable that was wrapped around the outer sheathing of it. I haven't measured that one yet.
time is 8:00.
Kind of make it sound like we're a bunch of coax hoarders. Very good, and that certainly couldn't have been a cool endeavor. That's great information to have there, Jerry. Thank you. So that should take care of some of our issues. And I was thinking in our conversation the other day, we already have the jumper cables for the Henry amplifiers and the and all that associated stuff because we never had to use it on the current configuration. Does that make sense?
Okay. Also, a while ago, I had a phone conversation with Chris Morgan, and it's going to be a go on this Friday at 3:30. I'm going to be meeting him and the other gentleman there at the site there, and I've already gotten with the property owner, and they're okay with it. And I'm currently in the process of texting the other gentleman that has a key to the building, and so maybe tomorrow I'm going to see if I can't get that key to the building from him.
Roger. Take a bunch of pictures. Take a bunch of pictures of that other equipment that's in there too. If you could make yourself a note to do that, that would help us, or even a video.
Okay, yeah, so this Friday I'm going to be up there with them, and so what they're planning on doing is putting connectors on the ends of those one cables that you've got already got the circles around there, and then he's going to be putting jumpers from inside the building to out there and that sort of thing, getting that done. So I don't know how quickly this is going to go, but it sounds like it's about ready to blast off into outer space here. I don't know. I know I mentioned the other day about the other little project, and I really like to at least if we get a tower climber, see if he'll get one of these cables ran up and just cap it off and just leave it hanging up there. And
welcome to the N9JWR repeater system. PL tone 103.5, Edinburgh and Shelby County. Have a great day. 73.
Randy, can you say that again? My hourly ID walked on you.
Okay, and just had a late check-in and ICV from Chris, and ICV checking in from Johnson County. Chris, if you're listening, we got you, and I'll write you down for it. Okay, back to the subject at hand. Too bad we don't have some kind of an antenna laying around there that we could just stick on that coax that you're going to have them run up there. I don't have anything here. I've got a UHF 3-element beam. That's about it.
Okay, yeah. We would have to have a 2-meter, just a plain 2-meter, or even just a plain a Diamond X30A, which is a step down from the 50A. I know that's a dual bander, but the 30A would be sufficient, I think, for something like it. It just needs to be a receiving. I believe I'll need to do some homework on that APRS. But I do know that we're going to have a 220 for our link back here to the Scipio, so maybe that needs to be more of a priority. And if we put up a coax, we should probably start thinking about a 222 antenna or directional beam heading back, so we may have to think about that. Do some research on that.
Okay, that sounds all real good. Good luck with you guys on that, and can't wait to hear about it. There's no way I can get out Friday to do it. One last thing before I forget, if you ever have some casual conversation with Jerry Shepard, it might not be a bad idea to take his little drone over to Scipio and take a look at our antennas up there. What do you think about that?
That would be a wonderful thought, and maybe, I don't know, a lunch or a breakfast if we we can possibly afford that. I know that's a pretty big step for us right now, but yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I think we need to do some investigating at least once every year, 3 years on that.
Okay, and then you got that picture I sent you just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, I looked at that, and I think I need to make a phone call with you on that. So I'll call you another day on that issue.
Copy any of that?
No, I'm still here on the 443-025. So you should be like I said that I'll give you a phone call another day on that issue. Okay.
Okie dokie, keep me informed. I gotta jump off here and get on with the rest of my evening. You guys be safe and give me an update. I don't believe I'm Friday night going out to dinner. That's about it. Saturday, lawn mowing. That's all I got going this weekend.
Okay. Well, you take care, Randy, and have a good evening. 73 to you, N9JWR station clear.
Yeah, let's go Freetown, N9JWR. Thanks for all your hard work there, Jerry, man. You've really been pouring it on. We appreciate it. KB9 EFN.